The fifth team that each of these two squads have played. And for the Mancelona Ironman, they come in with a 3-1 record. Snowbirds come in with a 3-1 record as well. Snowbirds only lost in the season coming this past Tuesday night to the Bel Air Eagles. Mancelona lost to the Grayling Vikings earlier this week by 27 points. So both teams trying to get back to their winning ways. As I mentioned earlier, my little prelude. Tom, what are you looking forward to tonight between these two conference opponents?
You know, it's going to be a good game. I mean, these two teams always play each other tough. It's tough for this is a tough gym to come in and play in, you know, and coach in. You know, at that they got a little high atmosphere. You know, it seems like it's always pretty upbeat here. But you got two good teams. You know, Mancelona has a really good guard. You know, handles the ball really well, real quick, real shifty. Obviously, we saw that the last couple of years. I know they got a little new exchange student that came in who's playing pretty well right now. St. Mary's just got to come out after that loss against Bel Air. Tough loss. You know, we didn't play our best, but, you know, I think if we come back out, I would like to see us come in a little bit with, you know, more playing a little more zone right now. If we, you know, I think that's going to be a key, you know, and then getting DJ and Hogan some more shots around the three. Ryland's doing a really nice job, Ryland Mentalski, getting to the basket. And I think that's really where that's his forte, is getting to the basket, you know. And I think if he does that, he's going to have a nice, solid game.
Gavin, your thoughts? I know that you haven't seen a lot of these two teams play so far this year, but just kind of going into what you think is going to be a testament to what these two teams usually have, and you've played in this rivalry for 4 years yourself. It's always a very hard for a national anthem and starting lineups.
Pleased to welcome you to Mancelona High School for tonight's varsity matchup between the visiting Snowbirds of Gaylord St. Mary High School and our Mancelona Ironman. This sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of education athletics. Our stand athletes recognized and judgment calls by coaches, officials, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. In sportsmanship. The privilege of this event was made possible by those who have fought and taken place in the freedom.
Okay, and as we're getting ready for the starting lineups of tonight's contest, we will introduce the starting lineups for the St. Mary's Snowbirds first. It'll be started off by Daniel Jacobson, Ryland Metalski. Starting tonight for the first time this season, Brett Kishoniak, number 21, Hogan McKinley, and then finally Dylan Croft, the 5 starters on the floor for the Snowbirds in tonight's contest. So Coach Jacobs shaking up the starting lineup a little bit. And for the Mancelona Ironmen, their 5 starters tonight will be number 1, Aiden Dixon, a senior. Number 2, Ryan Nomchev, the sophomore. Number 5, Travis Morgan. Number 42, Elijah Westcott. And then number 10, Ivan Kuzamansky. As we get a little light show here as the Mancelona Ironmen are introduced. While they're being introduced, we're going to step aside and thank our pregame show sponsor, the Gaylord Eye Care Center. We'll be right back in 30 seconds after this message.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
And welcome back in here, about ready to get things underway from Mancelona High School. If you're just now joining us, thank you for making us a part of your Thursday evening here in northern Michigan, wherever you're tuning in from. It's Next Level Broadcasting's coverage of high school basketball about to get underway as Snowbirds and Ironmen getting ready to tip this one off. Charles Trail joined by Tom Pratt and Gavin Bevel. Tom and Gavin on the call for tonight's game. Metalski tees it up for the Snowbirds, and it's controlled. Tom, over to you.
All right, Jacobson down to Croft. Croft back up to the top of the key to Jacobson. Jacobson looking to go down low. Looks like it got tipped there by Kruger, number 1 for the Ironmen. Looks like Snowbirds are trying to get movement across court right away. Snowbirds basketball underneath the hoop here. Croft's looking to set something up here. Doing a little too much dribbling, and that's exactly what happens. Turn the ball over. Looks like we got it back. McKinley back up on top to Jacobson. Jacobson they're looking to double team Jacobson, which is something that he's probably going to see a lot of this year. Chef back up top to Dixon. Dixon looking to drive. Kuzmanowski three. No good. Off the top of the backboard. Rebound Croft.
Over and back, looks like. Yeah.
No.
Croft stayed straight up. Good defense.
Great defense by Croft there, standing straight up. Looks like
How they teach it there.
Metelski.
Yeah, they're very stagnant on offense. Someone's got to attack the middle. They're very stagnant on offense. Someone's got to attack the middle. They're driving into traps right now.
Good point there, Gavin. Looks like Dixon bringing up the right side of the court. Kid that. Welcome back. Sorry for those technical difficulties. We're back. Mancelona 8. St. Mary's nothing. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. McKinley over for three, and it's good.
Great shot.
33% from the three-point line this season for McKinley. McKinley, not a good foul right there, reaching in. He's got to move his feet. Gavin, what do you see so far offensively for St. Mary's?
Just a lot of people standing around. I think Brett Shoniak's doing a good job in the middle as he's getting taken out right now, but no one's getting in the ball. I think DJ's giving it up too quick. He needs to penetrate middle and then look for Hogan or Rowland cutting or something.
Good point. Chef up on top here, looking to get it to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski. Morgan looking to drive. Back out to number 4, Bennett. Chef to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski over to Westcott. Westcott airballs it over the back right there by Morgan. It's going to be St. Mary's ball. 1 minute, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Mancelona 8. St. Mary's Snowbirds 3.
I will say that 2-3 zone is not – Mancelona does not like it. I think most of their points are off turnovers and fast breaks.
No, I agree. They struggled with that last year, if you remember correctly.
Yeah.
Good heads-up play by McKinley right there, getting trapped in the corner. Throws it off a Mancelona player's leg. This is not a good position for McKinley to be in, taking inbounds right in that corner, but hopefully we can get it in here.
Someone's got to come to the ball. That works.
Gives it back to DJ in the backcourt. They're going to trap DJ right there, which is normal. Over to McKinley. McKinley up top. They're going to look to trap him as well. Off Mancelona, going to be St. Mary's ball. Gets it into Croft. Croft over to Jacobson. Jacobson for three. No good. In and out.
It's a good shot, though. We need those open looks.
No, for sure. He's got to keep shooting those. Kuzmanowski looking to drive over to Morgan. Morgan pump fakes. Looks up for a jumper. No good.
Good box out by Ryland, man.
Great box out by Ryland right there. Got Kuzmanowski over his back. That's going to be his first foul. Team second. Sherwinski into Jacobson. Jacobson gets a pass half court there, but to Croft. Sherwinski's got to get out of there. Croft turns it over. Bennett in for a layup for the Snowbirds. Jacobson over to Metelski. Metelski back to Jacobson. McKinley over there for three. No good. Air ball. But Metelski with the drive. Gets up there and foul. Metowski on the line for 2. 3 fouls there for the Mancelona Ironmen. First one up for Metowski, no good. Looks like we got Kashoniak coming into the game along with Dixon for Mancelona. Kashoniak coming in for Sherwinski. Dixon went in for Namchef for Mancelona. 18.2 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mancelona 10, your Snowbirds 3. Metowski on the line for 2. Second shot here. Up, no good. Rebound, Kashoniak puts it up. Couldn't get it to fall. They got the ball back. 11 seconds left here, first quarter. Kashoniak. Up for good, no good. Great effort there by the Snowbirds at the end of the first quarter. Mancelona Ironman 10, Snowbirds, St. Mary Snowbirds 3. You're listening to Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back just after this message.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
And welcome back into high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. We apologize for any of those technical delays that you might have experienced in the first quarter. It's 10-3, Mancelona Ironman on top of the St. Mary's Snowbirds after 8 minutes of play. Charles Trail, Tom Pratt, and Gavin Bevel here tonight bringing you this game. Hope you're enjoying making us a part of your Thursday evening in northern Michigan. Tom, second quarter, here we go.
All right, Mancelona's ball in the second quarter. Dixon over to Morgan. Morgan for 3, no good. 2 Mancelona guys fighting for the ball. Looks like they called a travel. Good call there by the ref. Snowbirds ball. Croft's going to go get it into Jacobson. Jacobson looking to get it across the line. Gets it back before half court. To Croft. Croft over to Metowski. Metowski in. No good. Metowski needs to finish those.
Yeah, tough luck miss for Metowski.
Dixon for 3. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Kashoniak for the Snowbirds. Dixon taking the ball out for Mancelona. Over to Westcott. Westcott, Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski turns the ball over to McKinley. McKinley in for a layup and gets blocked, but they call a foul. Looks like some body contact there by number 5, Morgan.
And that's going to be his second personal foul, so one of the starters for Mancelona already in quote-unquote foul trouble, Tom. We'll see what head coach Brian Sheridan wants to do for the Ironman here as McKinley misses that free throw.
McKinley on the line for 2, misses that first one. Up for the second one right now. No good.
That's foul 94 feet away from the rim there.
Yeah, that's not a good foul there by McKinley.
So Snowbirds 0 for 4 from the free throw line so far, leaving some points at the charity stripe. And that's where they're going to need to make up some ground here as those offensive possessions just haven't been translating into good looks.
Dixon on top of the key to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski looking to drive, nothing there. Back over to Morgan. Morgan over to Dixon. Dixon quick with the crossover, or between the legs, over to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski looking to set something up. Good defense there by Jacobson. Jacobson's doing a good job getting him to his left. Dixon driving. Nice little floater there. Got a travel there by Kuzmanowski.
They're going to say he took that little hop step into that shot before he had possession of the ball. Snowbirds kind of catch a break there, but good offensive rebounding on the offensive glass by the Ironmen, keeping these possessions alive.
Jacobson looking to push the ball up the court here, looking to drive.
Exactly what he needs to do. No, that's
Not quite sure that was the travel, but that's what the stripe said, and that's what we're going to go with.
I think those last two calls, you now know as a player that anything that's closely or marginal to a travel is going to be called.
Nope, totally agree. Kuzmanowski out top for three, and it's good. Not a smart foul there by Kashoniak trying to go up for that block right there.
Well, you either need to make sure that you don't hit the shooter up top or take him out so that there's no chance the shot's going in. And unfortunately for Brett, wasn't able to do either one of those things, so Mancelona now able to potentially put it to an 11-point lead, and they do just that.
Kuzmanowski, nice little 4-point play right there. Croft into Jacobson. Jacobson across half court, looking across to Kashoniak. Kashoniak in to Metelski.
A jump ball, the possession arrow will favor the Snowbirds. So far, we do have a update. 2 fouls on McKinley. Well, not McKinley, I apologize. 2 fouls on Kashoniak for the Snowbirds.
And 2 fouls on McKinley.
good pass by Brett there.
Sherwinski up, no good. Puts it back up, and it's good. Potentially 3-point play here for the Snowbirds. Sherwinski gets the ball, misses it, gets his rolling rebound, puts it back up for 2, and fouled. 6:09 left in the second quarter. Mancelona Ironman 14, Snowbirds 5. Sherwinski at the line for 1.
I think they need to take advantage of him in the paint.
Absolutely.
There's not really a big guy out there for the Ironman.
Sherwinski misses it. Good box out by Croft right there, and it's going to be Snowbirds' ball off Mancelona.
So far, gentlemen, both of these teams not really having a great offensive night, but we'll see if either one of these teams are able to heat up here in the last 6 minutes of the second quarter.
Croft in. Tried to get in Sherwinski.
Yeah, that's why you can't feed the post with a bounce pass. Nice D, though, by Ryland.
Nice D by Ryland right there with the block. Not a good turnover there by Kashoniak. Westcott looking to drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Metelski. Metelski bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah, I think that's one that head coach Brian Sheridan will take for the Mancelona Ironmen. If Metelski's forced to bring the ball up the court as opposed to Jacobson, that, you know, head coach Sheridan for the Ironmen would rather have that if he had his opinions on which Snowbird would be handling the basketball.
No, I would agree. That's 3 fouls there on Kashoniak. He's going to be out for at least the first half. Dixon bringing the ball up over to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski looking to drive, spin move, jump shot, no good. Rebound, Morgan puts it up, and good. Jacobson looking to bring the ball up the court.
You just got to dribble through this. They're not getting any offense generated through whatever this press break they're trying to do. DJ needs to go get the ball and make something happen.
Absolutely. Metelski in there, Sherwinski. Sherwinski brings it back up to Metelski. Over to Jacobson. Jacobson for 3, and it's good. Mancelona 16, Snowbirds 8. 5 minutes ago in the second quarter. Kuzmanowski bring the ball up the court.
That was a big-time shot for Jacobson and the Snowbirds right there. Try to answer the bell.
Exactly. Dixon over to Westcott. Westcott over to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski looking inside, not seeing anything. Gets it back out to Dixon. Dixon over to Nomchef. Nomchef back to Dixon. Dixon looking to shoot, doesn't. Drives over to Westcott, no good. Rebound Sherwinski. This can be a foul on Westcott, 42. That's going to be his second, team third.
And that should put Sherwinski to the free throw line. Well,
nope.
4th foul? Maybe the scorer's table operator is just very quick on the dials. As next foul, Snowbirds will shoot double bonus.
Jacobson over to Metelski. Metelski looking to drive, and it's good.
Little 5-0 run for the Snowbirds here in the last 2 possessions.
Dixon looking to drive over to Nomchef. Nomchef wants to get it into Morgan, can't find him, gets it over to Bennett. Bennett back to Dixon. Dixon looking to drive, not much there. Gives it to Westcott. Westcott turns the ball over but gets it back. Travel on Morgan. It's going to be Snowbirds' ball. Hey, guys, I don't know how many total turnovers, but between the two teams, there's probably got to be at least 15 already, maybe 20.
And while we have a 30-second timeout taken on the floor, we want to thank our friends at the Gaylord Eye Care Center, our pregame show sponsor tonight, with 4 locations in Boyne City, Sheboygan, Bel Air, and right in Gaylord. Come in, and this year, in partnership with Next Level Broadcasting, the Gaylord Eye Care Center is teaming up to make basketball a better place for spectators, fans, players, and officials. So if you are any one of those aforementioned groups of people, you can head on into the Gaylord Eye Care Center for a free eye consultation, totally on them. Telling Next Level Broadcasting got you in their door and then got your eyesight back to where it needs to be. The refs have seen a lot of travels tonight, as we've, these referees probably got their eyes checked from the eye center because they're seeing and calling a tight game. And I actually like when games are called like this, Tom, because you know as a player what is going to be called, so you can anticipate what you can and can't do.
No, I absolutely agree with that. You have an expectation, and you know it, and, obviously need to abide by it. Jacobson looking to get it into Croft.
There's a turnover.
Croft turnover, live ball turnover, which isn't good. Gives it, Metalski gets the ball over, turns it over. Nope, gets it back. Shawinski picks it up. Metalski.
And he'll go to the free throw line on that foul, Tom. So
yep.
Snowbirds right now taking advantage of the foul situation between the Ironmen, but both teams with 4 team fouls. So this year in high school basketball, I love this rule change. I don't know what's I guess one more foul and Metalski will be shooting. But the rule change is at the 5th team foul in each quarter, it's a double bonus. So you're penalized for fouling, in my opinion.
No, that's I like that new rule. Metalski over to Metalski up on top of the key, over to Jacobson. Jacobson looking to get it over. Another travel called. Well, I will say, though, there's a lot of travel called, but they're consistent on both sides.
Right. Anytime that you move or potentially move with that extended pivot foot, it's going to be a travel. And as a player, you just need to adjust.
Absolutely. Bennett for the Ironman turns the ball over. Jacobson over to Metalski. Metalski looking to drive. Nice little Euro step there. Foul there by Nomchef, number 2. Looks like he's going to go up for 2 shots right there. Good drive by
Rylan
Metalski. Just like I said in the pregame, he needs to drive. He needs to drive to the hoop. That's going to be his key.
So Snowbirds can extend this little 5-point run with a couple of makes at the free throw line, and they're still looking for their first make at the free throw line this evening, I believe. Unless, 2 3-pointers, 2 field goals, and there's their 6th miss at the line. So free throws really hurting the Snowbirds right now.
Looks like Snowbirds are going to call a timeout here. That leaves 1 minute, 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Ironman 23, Snowbirds 12. You're listening to Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back in just a minute.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all.
Welcome back. Snowbirds ball out of this timeout. Jacobson over to Metalski right out of the timeout. Metalski turns the ball over, which is not something Coach Jacob wants to see. I can guarantee you that. Nomchef over to Dixon. Dixon bringing it up half court, past half court. Looking to get it over to Nomchef. Nope. Yep. Nomchef looking to shoot three. No good. Rebound McKinley. McKinley looking to push. Jacobson looking to step back. Looking for that three. No good. Just short. Rebound Metelski. Metelski looking into.
Nice pass.
For Jacobson into Sherwinski. 4-2. Great look by Jacobson into Sherwinski. Nomchef looking to Dixon. Dixon bringing the ball up half court. Looking to Nomchef. Dixon over to number 31, Burley. Burley misses that three. Rebound, McKinley. McKinley looking to push. Over to Metelski. Metelski once again turns the ball over, looking to get it into Sherwinski.
Yeah, you can't feed the post with the bounce pass. It's the kind of golden rule of post entries.
Nomchef looking to drive, just misses it. Metelski looking,
nice
gets
pass.
it into Sherwinski, and it's good.
And right there, gentlemen, you saw the example I'm talking about. When you're throwing it into a big guy inside, you need to put it in there and bounce it right off his face if he doesn't catch it.
24 seconds left in the second quarter. Mancelona probably looking to get the last shot, but I just spoke too soon. They shot it, missed it. Rebound Snowbirds, 14 seconds left. Daniel Jacobson looking. Hogan.
Love it.
Nice little move.
Short.
Just short. Nice movement over there by the Snowbirds. That's the end of your second quarter. Mancelona 23, St. Mary's Snowbirds 16. You are listening to Next Level Broadcasting coming from Mancelona High School. We'll be back in just a minute.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Twin Bay Dock's exclusive diamond pattern is stylish to complement your waterfront property. It's quality built to last a lifetime. Engineered to be stronger, our non-skid surface stays cool to the touch, and we offer a full line of dock accessories, including kayak and supboard racks. To see all we have to offer, visit our website to find a dealer near you. Twin Bay Docks, simply exceptional quality.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
This is Charles, founder of Next Level Broadcasting. Interested in advertising on our channel? Get a hold of us. And next week, this commercial could be yours.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
All right, welcome into the halftime show here presented by J&J Construction. At half between the Mancelona Ironman and the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds, it is 23-16. Snowbirds ended the half on a 4-0 run to trim this lead down to 7 points. At the intermission mark between these two teams, Charles Strail joined by Tom Pratt and Gavin Beble. Gavin, let me start with you. Let me get your thoughts and analysis on what you've seen so far in this first half. Break it down first quarter and then second quarter on how these teams are kind of going at one another.
Yeah, I think it's just been sloppy on both sides of the ball so far for both teams. It got cleaned up a little bit, St. Mary's at the end there. I think Lucas Schwinski brought a little bit of a spark getting the ball to him, but also the turnovers. I think they'd get him a point, and then they'd turn it over twice, and then maybe he'd score again. It's just, you got to clean it up. I'd like to see Daniel Jacobson drive through this 1-2-2 press, it seems like, or 1-3-1, and look for someone else to shoot it. I think he's just like hiding in a corner waiting for a shot, and he's a playmaker on this team. And I think Hogan's playing really good defense right now, and Ryland obviously has some good takes, but they need to limit the turnovers. And then Mancelona's also doing well on making St. Mary's turn the ball over a lot, and it's not.
Yeah, I would concur with that. Tom, let's get an update for the first half scoring leader so far for each team. What do we got?
Yeah, for Mancelona, we got number 1, Dixon with 2 points. Number 2, Namsha for 2. Number 4, Bennett with 7. Number 5, Morgan with 6. And number 10, Kuzmanowski with 6. For the Snowbirds, Jacobson with 3, Metelski with 2, McKinley with 3, and Sherwinski with 8. I think that one of the biggest key stats, though, not only is the turnovers for St. Mary's and Mancelona, but St. Mary's is 0 for 6 from the free throw line right now, which I know from coaching the past few years with Coach Jacob that's unacceptable. And you obviously those are key things that win and lose you ball games. And that's obviously, I wouldn't say that's the key factor right now of why St. Mary's is down, but obviously we need to buckle it down offensively. But when you get those opportunities to get to the free throw line, you gotta be successful with that.
And so far for the Mancelona Ironman, if you're a fan of the Ironman or tuning in support of them, you got to like the way that the Ironman have been able to come out and make this game be played at their pace that they want it played at. This is much like I would say right now the score is indicative of what the Snowbirds would like to score at, but the pace and the amount of possessions and the tempo is where Mancelona wants this game to be played at. A lot of possessions, and when you have a lot of possessions, you have a lot more room for error. You can have more turnovers, but what it does is it allows more volume to happen for a team like Mancelona, who might shoot a lower mathematical percentage from the field than the Snowbirds. They can get more offensive rebounds just out of pure arithmetic, and just out of being able to get more shots up equals more offensive rebounds, more opportunities for them to get easier baskets and also get to the free throw line. So if the Snowbirds want to turn this game on its head, what they will need to do is have higher efficiency offensively and force Mancelona to convert with the higher efficiency on their side of the ball when they have the ball on offense. You can't allow this game to have frantic possessions. We've seen a lot of those frantic possessions, which has led to I'm going to say this. For the defenses, these defenses have been gluttons for turnovers. I mean, they have been forcing turnovers all night long. So defensively, not a problem for either one of these two teams. The defense has certainly led the way for both of these teams as they have a 23-16 game at halftime. One thing that I think is key to watch is that free throw line. St. Mary 0 for 6 from, actually I believe, was it 0 for 6 or 0 for 7? Because Lucas Sherwinski had the and 1 and went to the free throw line. So I know the Snowbirds 0 for at least 6, potentially 0 for 7, because Sherwinski did miss that and 1 opportunity on that free throw. So we'll see which team can clean up those free throw woes and get this thing buckled down. And I think that's what's going to determine the game, that and the amount of fouls that the teams defensively have. We did see a couple players with 2 fouls in the game, specifically McKinley for the Snowbirds. Koshoniak has 3 for the Snowbirds, and Morgan has 2 for the Ironman. So that could come into a battle of attrition. I would say, just looking at these two rosters, if it became a battle of attrition, the Mancelona Ironmen would be favored in that circumstance due to the bench that they feature. Gavin, bring you back in here. So you obviously played in this rivalry a lot, and Mancelona has had very similar tempos and styles of play. What do you have to do to get this rhythm back to a favorable rhythm if you're the Snowbirds?
Yeah, like I said, I think DJ needs to take control of it. When you get the rebound defensively, you have to push and not let them be able to get set up in that trap. And I think we were able to do that a lot last year with me and like Brody and DJ as well. You just drive through that trap. You don't let them get into it, and then you're looking for people like Hogan or Lucas on the block, Hogan on the three. You have to control the tempo. If you let them get set up into it and take your time trying to break it down, you're just wasting. You're going to get the ball into Lucas or Croft's hands, and they're not going to know what to do with it. And you got to keep the ball in your ball handler's hand and let him go to work, I think.
Yeah, and so far the scoring distribution for the Snowbirds, 8 points in the paint for Lucas Sherwinski. He got 2 of those off an offensive rebound, stick back. Gotta like what you're seeing from him down in the paint. Snowbirds just need to do a better job of getting him the ball in positions where he can be successful and where that defense isn't overplaying that paint. The baseline guy in that Mancelona zone is working very hard to try to come around and sneak in behind any of those bounce pass entries to the paint. So for the Snowbirds, look to see if they made that correction at halftime. You got to put a pass to a big man right in between the numbers or in between his lips. That way, if he misses it, it hits him right in the chops, and he won't miss another one going forward. Believe me, as a big man, I learned that the hard way a couple of times. So with 30 seconds remaining before the third quarter gets underway, we're going to step aside. This has been the Next Level Broadcasting halftime show presented by J&J Construction. Snowbirds and Ironman third quarter just underway after these messages.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
And here we are, third quarter action underway. First possession of the game, Mancelona. Good, nice turnaround jump shot over the left shoulder is good for the Ironmen, and they strike first in the third quarter. Send it back over to Gavin Bevel and Tom Pratt.
All right, Jacobson at the top. Just over half court, looking to set something up here. Over to Croft. Croft over to Metalski. Croft needs to not hold on to the ball so long. He needs to get it back to Jacobson, get it back to Croft if they're going to look for Metalski down in the corner. Croft's taking the ball out in the corner. Over to Jacobson up top. McKinley looking to shoot, doesn't shoot, needs to shoot.
I do like that action, though, bringing a little ball screen in, trying to screen the high end of that zone, and DJ got a nice opportunity there off that screen.
Great look, did miss it. Rebound, Nomchef up to Dixon. Dixon looking to drive, in for a floater, no good. Jacobson with the rebound, looking to push. Jacobson going to look, nope, driving.
Got a kick out.
Over to McKinley. McKinley, no good for the three. Morgan.
Nice play defensively by McKinley there.
Great defensive charge by McKinley right there on Kuzmanowski. That's going to be Kuzmanowski's third.
So early foul for one of the key players for the Ironmen. We'll see if Coach Sheridan wants to roll the dice once again with Kuzmanowski with 3 fouls.
St. Mary's got to take advantage of that and go after him.
Swing.
Kuzmanowski playing aggressive defense. He's got to be careful there. Jacobson over for 3. No good.
That was just a tough possession there by Sherwinski trying to go back up with it. Wasn't able to gather himself in time.
Dixon over to Westcott. Westcott misses it. Metelsky driving over to McKinley. McKinley for three, and it's good.
Great shot by Hogan there.
Hey, want to give credit to Rylan Metelsky there. He had a couple of turnovers in the first half, but he made an adjustment there and really anchored that pivot foot and then found an open shooter in transition. Nice play for Metelsky.
St. Mary's back in their 2-3 zone. Morgan over to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski up for three. No good. Rebound Westcott. Westcott over to Nomchef. Nomchef little floater, and it's good. Mancelona 27, St. Mary's Snowbirds 19, 5:35 left in the third quarter. Jacobson gives it over to Croft just past half court. Croft over to McKinley. McKinley over to Jacobson. Cross court to Croft. Cross back. Cross court to Jacobson. Jacobson down in the short corner to Metelsky. Metelsky up to Jacobson. Jacobson back over to Metelsky. Short corner.
So Snowbirds attacking the rim so far. I like that drive aggressive there by Rylan Metelsky, taking the baseline. We've seen the Snowbirds make it a point of emphasis to try to get the ball to that short corner and then attack once they get it there and attack those closeouts too. Watch that for the Snowbirds attacking the seams of this zone defense.
They're looking more confident with the ball too this half.
Oh, they are for sure. McKinley up for three. No good.
And that was deflected off of a Mancelona Ironman, so Snowbird's going to be able to maintain this possession.
Jacobson looking to drive over to Metelsky. Metelsky back up to Jacobson. Jacobson over to McKinley. McKinley over for three, and it's good.
Keep shooting.
Keep shooting, Hogan McKinley. That leaves your score, Mancelona 27, St. Mary's Snowbirds 22. Nomchef over to Morgan. Morgan over to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski over to...
Gotta close out harder there.
So these teams have kind of opened the lid off the rim in the second half as we've seen 3 3-pointers made in totality.
DJ needs to go to the rim there.
Yeah, that's a tough pass to make. That's a tough angle to make that pass there. He had a 3-quarter front on the post. You're almost better off putting that one up as a shot and letting Lucas Sherinsky try to get the offensive rebound from that angle.
Well, he just has to make one more pass to the corner into Metelsky. Metelsky will get it right into him. Kuzmanowski up top over to Dixon. Dixon over to Nomchef.
Big possession here for the Ironman.
Nomchef in for three. No good.
Actually, I believe that was Kuzmanowski, but Snowbirds taking control of this possession.
Great move.
Great move there by Metelsky. Metelsky can't finish. Gets his own rebound. No good. Dixon looking to push it. Dixon looking to drive.
Someone's got to stop ball there.
Over to Westcott. Westcott over to Bennett. Bennett over to Nomchef. That's going to be 3 fouls on McKinley.
Well, Brian Sheridan, head coach for Mancelona, rolling the dice, 3 fouls on one of his starters, and it looks like the Snowbirds are going to take an opposing viewpoint on the foul situation as Brett Koshoniak is stepping in for McKinley.
That's got to be a quick sub, I think, for Hogan. He's the only one with a spark on offense right now for the Snowbirds.
Dixon looking for a 3, misses it. Good rebound by Westcott. Westcott out to Bennett. Bennett for a 3 and misses it. Rebound Jacobson. Jacobson looking to push up the left side. Gives it over to Croft. Croft over to Metelsky.
Snowbirds kind of got to get a little better spacing in the interior of that zone defense.
No, I absolutely agree. You got 2 big guys down low right next to each other.
Almost come up into like a back screen or a ball screen up top in this zone. Good job by the Ironmen of rotating. That's a really nice defensive play by 2 Ironmen on the baseline.
Metelsky's got to go up strong there. Kuzmanowski looking to drive over to Bennett. No good. Rebound Metelsky. Metelsky looking to push. Got a block there by Nomchef. Looks like Metelsky going to line for 2.
That's a really smart play by Metelsky. Got to give him credit because he's not been able to get a lot of these baskets to go down near the rim, but still a relentless attacker. Now already Mancelona with 3 fouls and 2 players with 3 fouls on their roster. 2 key players in Morgan and Kuzmanowski as the Snowbird free throw woes continue.
Yeah, that was not even close by Mancelona right there.
The good thing about that is it's not like you got gypped on the miss. You know, sometimes you hit the front of the rim and it rolls out and you're like, oh, man, come on. When you miss it like that, though, you kind of can clear your mind.
Mancelona in for the second free throw. Up, no good. Rebound Dixon. Dixon looking to push. Oh, pushed it a little too much. Over to Bennett. Bennett could not control it. Goes out of bounds. St. Mary's ball. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Mancelona 30. St. Mary's Snowbirds 22. You're listening to Next Level Broadcasting. Snowbirds going from our right to our left. Jacobson over to Croft. Croft looking to drive it down a little more, and it's a turnover by Croft.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a really, really hard place to feed the post from. Seen it a couple times. And, you know, when Sherwinski has that inside position, you're almost better off putting up a shot.
Dixon over to Morgan. Morgan drives with a little floater and gets it. Snowbirds down 10. 2:05 left in the third quarter. Great hands in there by Sherwinski. Sherwinski puts it in for 2. That's 10 points for Lucas Sherwinski on the night so far. Dixon looking to drive over to Morgan. No good. Good rebound, Metalski. Metalski looking to get it up to Jacobson. Jacobson bringing it up the right side of the floor. Over to Croft. Over to Metalski.
Brett.
Snowbirds could kind of slip a little bit of a man on the backside right there. Nice pass.
Great pass there by Jacobson, finding Croft on the back door. Dylan did a nice job putting it away. Dixon coming up the left side. Over to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski over to Morgan. Morgan back to Kuzmanowski. He's going to shoot it. 3, and it's good.
You got to close out on that hard. They give him 10 minutes to shoot it.
Big time shot by Kuzmanowski.
That's exactly
right
what
there.
he needs to do every time. DJ needs to get some confidence.
As that one's rebounded by Morgan, and the Ironman with an opportunity to go back up by double digits with a basket.
Dixon looking to drive, gives it up to Bennett. Bennett in for a floater. No good. Rebound, Metalski. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Croft gets it over to Metalski. Metalski looking to drive.
I think Metalski just kind of hesitated there a little bit too much. I thought initially he had a driving lane as Mancelona swings it around for a shot. No good. Man, big time rebound fight for it by Kuzmanowski and Koshoniak, and that's going to be a foul against the Snowbirds. Koshoniak picking up his 4th foul, so decision time. And looks like McKinley's going to stay on the bench here in the third quarter. It's been
looks like the ward came in for Metalski.
Yep.
Koshoniak staying on the floor with 4 fouls. Kuzmanowski looking to shoot. Bennett back to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski for 3. No good. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. St. Mary's Snowbirds ball. Mancelona 36 or 35. Snowbirds 26. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Croft gets it in to Jacobson. Jacobson back over to Croft. Jacobson going to look to shoot a 3. No good. At the end of the third quarter, Mancelona Ironman 35, St. Mary's Snowbirds 26. You're listening to Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be right back after this short message.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
He's back in now, but I feel like his confidence is gone.
Okay, welcome in already in the fourth quarter now. Snowbirds and the Mancelona Ironman. It's 35-26 in favor of the Ironman. I want to thank our friends at the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. Listen, when you're looking at flying and getting in and out of northern Michigan this summer, if you're a snowbird trying to get down to Florida or Arizona, just into warmer climates, look no further than Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, your gateway to and from northern Michigan.
All right, McKinley gets it into Jacobson. Jacobson gets it past half court. They're looking to trap in that 1-3-1. Looking to go across court to McKinley. McKinley back to Jacobson. Jacobson, it's not going to be that's not a good pass to make for Jacobson.
Got to fake a pass, make a pass there. I think he had the Lucas on the slip.
No, I would agree. Jacobson, they're looking to trap Jacobson in the
corner.
He gets out of it, gives it to Croft. Croft can't get trapped right there. Jacobson for three. No good. Looks like we got to travel. Two Ironmen going after the ball. Looks like we got to travel right there. Going to be St. Mary's Snowbirds ball. Metowski back in the game for DeWord. Jacobson into Croft. Croft into Metowski.
Screener.
Croft should have screened there for Jacobson, but he did not. Into Metowski, or into Sherwinski. Sherwinski back.
And
Sherwinski got in there for a travel.
Yeah, we've seen that call being made all night, though, so that's not one that you can really be too frustrated with, as we've seen that traveling call. If you move that pivot foot once it's planted, it will be called.
Dixon over to Nomchef. Nomchef over to Bennett. Bennett back to Nomchef. Going to get it to Kuzmanowski if they're smart. He's got the hot hand right now.
And you know what? I think that's a good gamble. Good gamble there by Jacobson to try and get an offensive steal. That would have been an easy bucket if he didn't get a little piece of the wrist there, and it's only his first personal foul.
Nomchef looking to get it into Dixon. Dixon back to Nomchef. Nomchef looking to drive, gives it back to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski going in for a floater. Doesn't go. Rebound, Jacobson. Jacobson looking to push to Metowski. Metowski down to McKinley. McKinley over to Metowski. Back over to Croft. Croft into Sherwinski. Sherwinski gets blocked, but that was a good look by the Snowbirds right there.
And that's what you need to do if you're the Snowbirds in that secondary transition break. Find it, reverse the ball quickly, and then get it into the paint. And as the timeout's taken on the floor, we're going to go ahead and step aside for a quick 30-second timeout ourselves. This is high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back in 1 minute after these messages.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
All right, fourth quarter action. Snowbird basketball baseline out of bounds. It's 6 minutes, 30 seconds left. Almost crunch time here. Let's see which team will be able to make a little fourth quarter run, or if Mancelona will be able to maintain this 9-point advantage.
McKinley taking the ball out, looking to get it to Jacobson. Jacobson back up to McKinley. McKinley looking to shoot, didn't. Gives it back to Jacobson. Jacobson with the turnover to Nomchef. Great defense there by McKinley. McKinley gives it back up to Jacobson.
And Jacobson went down hard on that foul. That honestly could potentially be an intentional foul because the shot was already up, didn't make a play on the ball. we'll see what these referees rule here. This could be an intentional foul because that ball was already
He undercut him.
right, but that shot was already in before that block attempt happened. As head coach Dale Jacob, assistant coach Gary Matalski getting an explanation here from these officials. And I think what the official just explained is that in their deeming of the play, that the play was made on the ball. So one free throw attempt for Jacobson.
Jacobson's free throw up, and it's good. That's the first free throw Snowbirds made all game long. Kuzmanowski bringing the ball up the court. Matalski guarding him.
Looks like Snowbirds are in man now.
They give it up to Westcott. Westcott gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. Snowbirds need to come down with that rebound.
Go by him, Deej.
DJ bringing it up to Croft. Croft.
And that's going to turnover for turnover. We
Yep.
do.
Turnover for turnover. Snowbirds back with the ball, looking to push it. And another almost another turnover right there. It's going to be Snowbirds' ball. Right in front of the student section of Mancelona's. Cross going to be taking the ball out.
Attack.
Croft gets it into Metalski.
And that's what you got to do right now. If you're both teams right now, after we kind of had that incidental contact, I believe that these officials are going to start tightening up the screws on this game. If you can attack, seek out body contact, and force the official to make a call, that's only going to help your chances to get to the free throw line here and score without the clock moving.
Jacobson looking to get it over to Metalski. Nomchef, good hands, knocks it out of bounds. Looks to get it into
Right there,
to McKinley. Should have just drove it to the line. Drove it to the lane. Metalski passes it into the feet of McKinley. Turns the ball over. Dixon looking to drive over to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski for three. Ironman 40, Snowbirds 29. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Croft over to Metalski. Metalski over to Jacobson. Jacobson for three, and it's good. At some point, we gotta make a stop here if we're gonna go basket for basket. We can't do that. Metalski in, playing defense on Kuzmanowski. Nomchef looking to drive. Blocked there by Metalski. Turnover by DJ. Looks like it's going to be a blocking foul by DJ. Frustration foul right there by Jacobson.
What's tough there is that when you're in the heat of competition right there for Hogan McKinley, you want to try and save that ball, but you're better off letting that one go out of bounds and allowing your defense to be set if you're not able to track that one down. And it's one of the things that when you're an athlete and you're competing, it's so hard to kind of gear yourself down and say, I'm not going to be able to get this ball and save it, and then better yet, save it to a teammate. So it's really hard to process all that in one split second and say, if I let this thing go, we'll be able to set our defense. Gavin, I know you had a thought there. What were you going to say?
I think he was just trying to pass it off the Ironman defender and get it out of bounds, but then that kid knew it was coming. So it was a good idea, but you also, like you said, if you let that go, your defense is set up. So
your defense
it's a tough decision.
Yeah, it really is, because you always want to push yourself to the limits of what you can and can't do.
Right.
As we've got an 8-point game here. It's foul situation so far for the Snowbirds. It's McKinley with 3, Jacobson with 2, Morgan with 4 fouls for the Ironman. So that is a crucial component, and he's on the bench right now, as it's been Kuzmanowski doing a lot of the scoring for the Ironman. He's got 12 points, and I believe 3 3-pointers as well.
Kuzmanowski looking to get the ball into Dixon. Dixon gets the ball in the backcourt, looking to bring a pass half court here up at the top of the key. Looking to drive, gives it over to Nomchef. Nomchef, nice little crossover right there, floater, no good. Rebound Jacobson. Jacobson looking to push. They're going to look to trap. That's normal for this defense right here. McKinley picking up his dribble maybe a little too soon. Over to Jacobson. Jacobson over to Metowski in the corner.
That's what you got to do.
He needs to just go up strong instead of double pump right there. Namchef looking to slow the ball down a little bit. Namchef looking to get it into Dixon.
So far, this man defense pretty effective for the Snowbirds. Outside of a couple open shots, they've also rebounded well out of it as well. But Mancelona now looking like they're going to bleed a little clock on each one of these possessions.
Yeah, you need a little help side defense right there if that's going to be the case. Dixon in there for a drive. Nice little full court press right here by the Ironmen.
You got to make them pay for pressing up 10 points, and they're going to do just that.
That's going to be 5 fouls right there on Namchef for the Snowbirds.
Yeah, that's Croft. So what do we got here? We got a 5-foul situation here, and that will be 5 fouls on Namchef. So we'll have about a 30-second coaching timeout here to make a substitution, and Mancelona's already made that substitution, bringing back in Morgan.
Looks like the student section is crowding the court a little bit. They got to move back.
Right now, a key period of time in this game for the Snowbirds and the Ironmen. Mancelona really trying to throttle this thing up with that full court press. St. Mary got to turn that into open layups.
Croft with the ball. Jacobson looking to shoot for 3, and it's good. Mancelona 42, Snowbirds 35. 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Jacobson with a big 3 right there. Dixon looking to drive, gives it up to Kuzmanowski. Kuzmanowski getting played, or
you don't need to
have
play
good defense on Metowski.
For the Snowbirds, you really don't need to be up in them that far out from the basket, but nice defense by Jacobson right there. He was sitting on that left-handed drive by Aiden Dixon, and good defense, moved his feet, and Snowbirds with an opportunity to cut it to a 2-possession game.
Jacobson over to Metowski. Metowski over to McKinley. McKinley turns the ball over.
Yeah, that's just a play where Hogan's got to be a little stronger with the basketball there. He had a defender on his shoulder, and Snowbirds actually had a numbers advantage inside the three-point arc, a 5 or 4 on 3. Just unable to convert, and we are continuing to trade turnovers in this game.
Looks like Kshoniak in for Sherwinski. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left here in Mancelona. Mancelona 42, Snowbirds 35. Kuzmanowski puts it back up for a 2. Jacobson looking to push it. Looks like we got foul on Westcott. That's going to be his 4th. You know, if it was me, I'm going after Kuzmanowski. You know, he has 3 fouls. You got to get him out of the game. DJ, costly turnover right there, trying to feed it into our post. Kuzmanowski up to Dickens.
Yeah, right
Dixon.
now, this is the guy who you want the ball in the hands of if you're a Mancelona fan. You want Dixon trying to dribble this thing out, pretty much unimpeded in terms of his quickness on the floor.
Nice little play right there by Morgan. Morgan in for 2. 1:52 left. Mancelona 46, Snowbirds 35. Croft just bringing it past half court. Over to Metowski. Metowski over to McKinley. Over to Jacobson for 3. Snowbirds got to get a stop right here. They're going to have to look to foul here pretty soon. If not,
Mancelona wisely pulling that ball out. I mean, that was a really smart play. I thought they had an open jump shot there. It was Elijah Westcott who kind of made that behind the back pass out to the corner, and then the corner 3 ball was there if they wanted to take it. They didn't, and Mancelona coach Brian Sheridan got into the ear of the official and got that timeout at a very critical time. Right now, if you're both teams, it's a 8-point game. It's kind of been in this 8-point, 7-point margin for the last 8 minutes of game time, it seems like. These two teams just continuing to trade baskets, trade turnovers, and right now, looking at the scoreboard for the typical contributors for the Snowbirds, it's been a show led by Daniel Jacobson and Lucas Sherwinski. Right now for the Ironmen, a much more balanced distribution of scoring. Kuzmanowski with 14 points, Tab and Morgan with 10, and then Jackson Bennett with 10 points for himself as well. So those three players for the Ironman combining for 34 of their 46 points. That big three, if you will, outscoring the Snowbirds' big three of Sherwinski, Jacobson, and Metalski.
Snowbirds out of the timeout. Ironman just broke the timeout here. Just broke their huddle. It's going to be Ironman basketball underneath the basket. Kuzmanowski going to be taking the basketball out. Got to Kuzmanowski looking to give it up to Westcott. Westcott, there we go. 2 points for Westcott. Jacobson looking to push. Croft not paying attention from Jacobson's pass. Over to Metalski. Looks like we got a block on Kuzmanowski. That's exactly what we need to do. That's 4 fouls on Kuzmanowski.
Yeah, if you're a Mancelona Ironman right now, you're really just playing against the clock in this situation. Up 10 points with 54 seconds left. Last thing you want to do is foul and put the Snowbirds to the free throw line. Without the clock moving, the Snowbirds have a chance to score.
Nice there. Nice one in there by Metalski. Ironman 48, Snowbirds 39, 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Looks like we're going to have a, if Metalski would have missed that, it would have been a lane violation.
And a quick foul called. Snowbirds trying to get to the opportunity where they can put the Ironmen on the free throw line and extend this game. So that's the fourth team foul. It was on Peyton DeWard.
Snowbirds got to get the ball in and foul. That's going to be 5 fouls on the Snowbirds. That's going to put the Ironmen to the line for 2. That's Dylan Croft's first foul of the night. 49 seconds left. Ironmen 48. Snowbirds 40. Morgan to the line for 2. First one up. Just off the front. Morgan second shot. Up. And it's good. Metalski looking to bring the ball up the court. Over to DeWard. DeWard over to Croft. Croft to Jacobson. Jacobson needs to look to drive right here. And he slipped and it's a travel. 36 seconds left. Mancelona 49. Snowbirds 40. Mancelona gets the ball into Bennett. Looks like it's going to be a foul on DeWard. It's going to put Mancelona back on the line for 2. Jackson Bennett. Has 10 points already tonight. Good showing for him coming off the bench for the Ironmen. First shot up, no good.
You got to get blockouts here if you're the Snowbirds. Mancelona defensively got to get back, not allow an easy basket.
Second one up for Bennett, and it's good. Snowbirds looking to get it up. Over to Jacobson. Jacobson back to Jacobson for a deep 3, no good. 22 seconds left. Looks like Snowbirds are just going to back off here and let the clock run out.
Yeah, the Mancelona crowd can feel this one.
20 seconds left here and counting. Looks like the Ironmen are just going to let the clock run out here at Mancelona High School. That's going to leave your final score with 5 seconds left in the game. Mancelona Ironmen 50. St. Mary's Snowbirds 40 in a key Ski Valley matchup win for the Ironmen. I'm going to turn this over to Charles to finish this out for the evening.
Well, yeah, before I go and kind of do my closing monologue here, Gavin, do you have any final closing thoughts on tonight's game where Mancelona excelled versus where the Snowbirds kind of fell short a little bit?
Yeah, I think they just played with more intensity overall. I think the intensity in the second half of the Snowbirds was better, but you still have to want to win from the start. And it didn't really seem like St. Mary's wanted to win from the start. You have to come into every game knowing it's going to be a battle in the Ski Valley, and you just got to have a sense of urgency. I feel like they let the game come to them here.
Yeah, I think that's a really well put way of saying that. When you come into this kind of game, you got to have a sense of purpose and play with purpose, passion, and you got to keep your head on a swivel at all times. And
right.
I don't think at the opening minutes of that game the Snowbirds were really mentally ready.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say ready, but they weren't in the frame of mind to make acute decisions on a split-second basis. That would be my kind of takeaway from this game. And I would say the Snowbirds lost this game in the first half, not in the second half. When you go 0 for 6 or 0 for 7 from the free throw line, and I believe they only made 3 or 2 free throws on the evening in totality. That's going to be tough to win, especially with the amount of turnovers that they did give up. Now, one thing for the Snowbirds is when they went to that man-to-man defense, they played pretty well.
Right.
Just got beat on some dribble penetration. If you're Mancelona, you got to like the way that you were able always to counter punch when the Snowbirds would have like a 5-0 run, 6-0 run. Mancelona always seemed like they had a counter punch waiting to extend the lead back to that 8 to 9, 10-point cushion where this game was played in throughout the vast majority of this game. So this is going to conclude our coverage here for all of our sponsors tonight: Gaylord Eye Care Center, J&J Construction, and the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport Golf. Gaylord, we thank you for being a part of tonight's broadcast. Charles Strail, Tom Pratt, Gavin Bevel signing off from Mancelona High School, saying thanks for tuning in and making us a part of your Thursday evening. Good night.